Good morning and welcome to the World Bowls Indoor Championships, and we've got an absolutely cracking game for you this morning. Got Scotland against Guernsey in the mixed pairs group stages, and this is an absolute brilliant game to start us off with the championships. So we've got Rose Ogier and Jason Greenslade from Guernsey, and Julie Forrest and Michael Stepney from Scotland. Three big names in the sport of bowls on the rink this morning for you. So it's two sets of 7 ends and then a 1 end tiebreak if we need it. And they've just completed their trial ends, having had a couple of practice days on the rink over the last couple of days here in Guernsey. So we are in Guernsey for the World Bowls Indoor Championships this year. All the players have been arriving over the last week or so. Coming over to the island, making themselves at home, enjoying the sunshine. So as you see, we've got both ladies leading here, so Rose for Guernsey and Julie for Scotland, with both the gents skipping. Rose with a strong adjustment to her starting bowl there. Scotland flew in yesterday afternoon, so they've had a little bit of time on the rinks. Obviously not as long as the Guernsey pairing, but very experienced internationals, so they do seem to have adjusted very quickly to the surface. We've got 3 sets of Henselites and a set of Taylors. So the Scottish pair both using Henselite. Julie's got a Evo and Michael's got a Tiger Pro. I know people are keen to know which sort of bowls people are using, whether they're particularly swingy or tight. I think it's a set of tight woods for everybody this morning. Rose is using a Taylor Vector VS, and Jason's using a Henselite size 5. He has a few sets, so I don't know which one he's chosen this morning. So, quite helpfully for all of us watching this morning, Scotland are playing with the blue bowls, which matches their blue outfit, and Guernsey are playing with the red bowls. So, it just happens that way. We've not got a red and blue stipulation for the tournament, as was with I think it was the Europeans outdoor. So players can use whatever colour they like. So hopefully we'll get a variety for you this week. But this morning it's red against blue. Jason's just drawn in a very good bowl there. So Guernsey are currently holding 2 shots. It's 3 bowl pairs, so Michael's just come up before his last bowl. And we're just going to flash up on the screen for you here the rules for the tournament in terms of the respot and number of sets and ends. So interestingly for this tournament, we're not using the side spots. We're using just the centre tee for the respot. So that does change the game quite a bit. You probably won't see the players covering the side spots as much as you would do if they were using them. A lot of it will be sort of drawing to the tee. So yeah, it could create some interesting situations depending on who has possession of the tee and what bowls are sat on or just in front of the tee. Jason there sticking to the backhand. Looks slightly under the line. Interesting. I don't know if he was looking to protect the that sort of trail on the backhand down to the 3 blue Scottish bowls, but possibly. So we've got plenty of other matches on as well this morning. We've had 30 countries, including Guernsey, arrive on the island. So Rink 1, for example, is Wales against Australia. And then on the other channel that we're streaming this morning, which is just our static camera stream, you'll see the French pairing against the USA. Good effort from Michael there. I'm not sure if he's cut down, but they're having a good look at it. Rose is indicating 2 shots there to Guernsey, so they'll be pleased with that start. It's always nice to get on the board first.
Julie, easy now. Easy, touch it. Easy. Yep. Come on, Ez. Looking good yet. If you want, just where they are.
So that concludes the leads bowls for this end. Both of them went slightly through the jacks. I think Rose put a slightly shorter jack there. It's only the second end, so they're still getting used to it. Great draw there by Julie to take the shot. First game, new rink, new championship. I suspect it'll take a little while to settle down and into it. We are, of course, in the island of Guernsey for the World Bowls Indoor Championships. And this is the mixed pairs group stage this morning. So there'll be, there's 5 groups of pairings. And from there, they'll then go through to knockouts and then final stage later in the week. Michael's also played that a little bit through the head.
You try one there now, Ez. Just get inside that, sit the ball.
I guess you can probably hear South Africa are also on the rink this morning. They're on rink 6 against Japan, and Japan were our first competitors to arrive. So they've been practicing hard on the rink and certainly getting used to it well. Taking the lead on that rink 6, 2-0. But that's only after the first end.
Fine. Just needs a roll.
Right through.
Jason now opting to switch hands, laying it down the forehand. Rink 5, I think, is pretty consistent either side. It's a fairly narrow rink. And he's played the bowl and he's played it well. I think he's brought... Still one down indicates Rose. He certainly made that position better though.
I same as my back in, yep. Out of line, I would say.
Michael's close. He's played it well. Pretty much puts it to the position Julie's was in just a second ago.
Yep.
It's interesting, Jason opted for the backhand there. I suspect looking for the trail on the jack down to the other bowl, but he's managed to sit Julie's, who was just behind. Certainly cuts one out. I'm not sure if it was good enough for shot bowl. But they're starting to get closer. Could be an interesting game. Certainly three very well known and top players on the rink this morning for us. Real treat for a first game to get us into the championships. And Rose is vastly experienced outdoor. She most recently won the indoor ladies fours at the British Isles Championships up in Chelmsford at the Falcon Bowls Club. Michael's close. He's certainly played up to it. Oh, that was close to getting the jack there. Certainly a risky shot. I suspect he's made two out of that though. I think he overplayed that slightly for what he would have liked, but I'm sure he won't be too upset by the outcome. And I'm also joined by Ian Marion this morning, known to many as Statman, so he joins us for the championships as well. He's started by operating the cameras, but I think he's settled down a little bit now, so he's going to join us for some conversation.
Thanks, Josh. Well, Rose just having a measure there. Normally, Mike Stepney's a joiner by trade. He does have a very good eye, so if he's still asking for it, even though we're Guernsey, I want, we always, even though we're unbiased, like to see Guernsey do well. I'd favour the Scotland Bowl from here. But,
yeah, I think I did from the way it came down. We've got Zach Hugh the umpire on with the calipers. So we've got 4 ITOs that have come over to the island for the championships. So it's great to have them here, impart some experience on our local umpires and markers, and bring some of those people on in the game. I suspect we might be using him a little bit on this rink this morning. It could be some very close bowls. And he has given it to Guernsey, so it's just the one shot to Scotland there on that end. So it is 2 sets of 7 ends we're playing this morning, so you tend not to be able to settle into the game too much. You've always got your eye on how many ends have you got until the end of the set. Have you got enough time to catch the shots up? So that changes the game as well from playing, you know, a 21 end game of pairs. It's only 2 sets of 7 ends. Actually, it's quite interesting. I don't know what your thoughts are, Ian, but this is a long way now from the classic 21 ends play of 4 bowls. We're on 2 sets of 7 ends. We're on 3 bowls. We've got the centre respot.
Sorry, Josh. Yeah, it's definitely different. 21 always gives you time to get back into the game, but this is a bit more cutthroat. You can sort of win the first one 10-0, lose the second one 5-4, so you've sort of dominated the game and you might still lose in a tie-break. Yeah,
momentum's interesting this as well. I'm keen to look at the stats over the week and see, well, I'm sure you will look at the stats over the week and see whether the momentum of winning the second set then allows you to progress and win the tiebreak, or whether actually, you know, there's then a switch at that point.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that.
So as I mentioned this morning, we've got a number of other countries on the other rinks. We've got all 6 rinks going here in the mixed pairs. So the scores are all available on the live scoring either via the Guernsey Bowling website or via the World Bowls website. And we've also got a static camera live stream of the ring 2 this morning, which is France against the USA. Currently it's 1-1 in that game after 2 ends. France turned up late yesterday, got a little bit of time yesterday evening on the rinks, but typically played petanque, so I think this could be quite an interesting experience for them. Got a wide variety of countries and players and backgrounds that have come to the tournament, which is absolutely brilliant to see. Rose there, obviously with the 3rd bowl, managed to draw in for a decent shot. I was a little concerned that she dropped sort of 3 short, but she hasn't, which is good. Jason does like to use the entire width of the rink when he bowls. You'll see him come up over to the white line at the edge of the rink. Doesn't tend to stray too far into next door, I don't think, but he cuts it. He certainly cuts it fine.
Yeah, sometimes I think he takes more land than his bowls does.
Yes. Given the set he's using today's with the Henselites, not quite sure which one he's got, but 3 sets of Henselites out on the rink this morning, and Rose is using a Taylor. It's always interesting to see which bowls players bring over to a rink and different sets they try and end up using. I think most have felt more confident with a tighter bowl, albeit it does swing well here in Guernsey. But there's been lots of compliments about the carpet, so no complaints there. So we've just popped the scores up on the screen for you there. We'll look to keep them running every now and again. But as I say, there's the live scoring also available on the website. So, Mike playing the forehand here. I think looking to sit that bowl of roses that's just through jack high. Slightly wide. If I've counted correctly, Scotland are now out of bowls. So free draw for Jason here to get another shot in. He seems to like it. He certainly played up to it. Oh, gently does it. Yeah, that's 2 in. So, score after 3 ends is 4-1 to Team Guernsey. So Rose Osier and Jason Greenslade playing Julie Forrest and Michael Stepney.
You're only a couple of feet back.
Up to you, Rose.
So there was a short discussion there between Rose and Jason as to the jack and mat length. Seem to have opted for, I think, a 3/4 length this time round. Well, Julie seems to have found that length well. 2 solid bowls there. Straight behind the jack. Back toucher. Put some pressure on
Yes, Rose.
Rose and Jason here.
Yes, Rose. Hurry. Up, Rose. Well played,
Just tried hard there. That's a decent effort. Gives Jason something to work with.
Yeah, let's get going, yes.
pretty good, but...
Up to you. Meter away.
That's a really short from mine. Come on, Julie. Oh, well, she pushed that. It was a great line just to face that ball. Stop.
Next one.
I don't think Jason had too much to think about there as to which hand to choose. Playing it down the backhand, looking to just settle into the bowls and the jack. Brilliant first effort there. Guernsey certainly have second wood. Gives them something to work with. Michael's got now additional bowl to rest, which is helpful for Scotland.
Come on, Ed. Hang out. Slow down now.
No much though. Couple of feet, Jess, really.
Yeah, hold that.
Okay, Scotland building a position now, just behind the jack, which is interesting.
You need to just give it a little touch to get the shot. You're just smack behind.
Rose suggesting there that Jason just plays a foot through, looks to get a touch on the jack, maybe bounce it off the bowl, or just tickle it through to the other wood that's just short of jack high there.
Okay, shot down. There's the shot.
It's not far away, we'll get down from there. Certainly rest the zone. There we go, he's drawn shot, settled on the jack.
You can afford to be in. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now you've opened it. Slow down.
Hard, a wee bit longer. Oh, nearly.
Yeah, I thought Michael might have played that with a touch. I thought he might have played a bit more onto that. Trying to spring Jason's away, but he's disturbed the head a little bit. It does look like it's still one shot to Guernsey though. You can see position-wise, Scotland did have two there through the head, which gave them the option to play a little bit more weight and try and spring the jack through. Guernsey with everything around the jack and short. So, bit of danger there, but I suspect Jason will be looking to cover now. Down on that forehand, play something just through the head. It certainly looks ripe to be hit by Michael Stepney from Scotland. He has played it on the forehand. It does look a little shy of where I was thinking he might go though. But he probably has split those two backwards, so if it gets hit on the tee it might be two down. But if it's just squeezed through it might be one.
If he gets it well on the forehand, he'll be bringing his wood through as well. Because he's got two blues that he might be bringing up, so if he kills that on the tee, possibility of 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think personally I'd have played slightly more, gone deeper and made him play the more difficult sort of timed shot, and especially on a rink he hasn't yet got properly used to. But he's still got to hit it.
He does have to hit it, it's only a 1-bowl target.
Yeah, you're right, I think his bowl is coming through if he hits that on the forehand.
He's going backhand though. No, as I always say, that's why I'm in here. They're out there playing the shots.
Hard.
Still playing
He's close.
plenty weight though.
I suppose that was the risk, is he had the chance of chipping his clean away there as opposed to getting it, but he has slightly wider target because he had the Guernsey ball on the outside to make contact with potentially. So the score now after 4 ends is 5-1 to Guernsey. All these scores are available via the live scoring on the website, so either World Bowls or Guernsey Indoor Bowling. And likewise, the static live stream of Rink 2, which is France against the USA, is also available on both the Guernsey Indoor Bowling and the World Bowls YouTube channels. And we will from time to time flash up the score and also a ticker tape for you of what's happening on the other rinks. There we go.
So by magic.
So we've just taken a look there at what's happening on the other rinks from the ticker tape we have running across your screen. Some interesting scores out there. So Japan currently 5-2 up against South Africa. And well, France 2-1 up against the USA. As I say, France flew in last night, having played some pétanque and not a great deal of indoor bowls, so had some time on the rink, and are now leading the USA 2-1 after 4 ends, which means there must have been that must be after 3 ends, and they're just deciding on the shots here, I suspect. Interestingly, though, in this game, Rose has played her 3 bowls quite a ways through there, which leaves Jason with a little bit of work to do, drawing the shot and keeping them out of trouble. They don't want to drop a big count now. They've got a lead of 4 shots with 3 ends to go. So if they can just keep it to, well, ideally keep winning ends, but if they can keep the shot score down, it helps.
There is a bit of room though. You would expect him to get within that general region, at least to cut down, if not shot.
Yes, yeah, he's certainly put the practice in over the last few weeks ahead of this tournament.
Not quite.
Rose indicating there that Jason's still got a yard to go for shot ball. He's got room. I'm sure he's got 18 inches from Jack to the closest shots, so... won't be panicking yet. Just look under the line though with that one. So this is the group stage of the World Bowls Indoor Championships mixed pairs. So there'll be it's 5 groups, and the winners of those groups and some runners-up will go through to the knockout stages and then on to the final stages. There could potentially be some pressure there. I don't know if that is 2 or 3 shots down. Could be 4. So that would certainly change the first set by quite a lot. Switching to his forehand, I think. Or certainly thinking about it.
He's bowled 2 short ones, so you want to make sure you're there, but it's easy just to use the mindset, I just want to be there, and just overcorrect, and you're just a bit heavy.
Yeah. Switching hand might help mitigate that though, because it is fresh. He's certainly looking up to it. He's certainly cut. Has he cut down?
Well, he's
I think he's cut down.
Definitely cut down. Close for shot.
Although there's now a target worth playing at, I suppose.
Yeah, Mike's got nothing to lose by
Having a run.
well, it's slightly more dangerous to have a run and take it away, but worth more. If he draws, shot. If he trails it, 3. So much less risk, but pick up almost as many.
Yeah. Yeah, they're discussing playing that bowl through.
As with everyone, they've got their different styles of play. Some will prefer to draw mostly. Some, maybe not quite as consistent with the draw, will play more weight.
he has given it a good go. It's going to take a lot to get down from there, though. I think Guernsey probably got a little bit lucky on that one.
Yeah, missed opportunity for Scotland there. Dominate the head and at risk of dropping a 1.
Yeah, they've called the umpire on for a measure there as well. Yeah, in a short sort of sets game like that, that's quite a big opportunity. So thanks for joining us this morning for the World Bowls Indoor Championships Mixed Pairs Group Stage. And it's they just declared 1 shot to Guernsey there, so Jason really did pull that out the bag and save quite a few shots. So we'll be streaming pretty much every session. We're going to try and stream 2 rinks, one with commentary and one with a static camera, so that we try and cover as many countries as possible and try and get as much interest in the sport and as much coverage as possible for all the countries and for you at home. This competition runs until Saturday evening, so it's the group stages until Friday, and Friday it starts the knockouts, and on Saturday will be the finals. The score on Ring 2's changed a lot. So that's France against the USA. The USA are now leading 6-2, so there must have been a big count in there. Yeah, Rose playing still just through, but she's
No, run. A short Rose. See the way. Paper length. Nowhere near her line. No. Nowhere near her. No. Starting it on that line, Neil.
To be fair, I think it's fair to say Rose was a little apprehensive ahead of this game. It's probably the big one for them in their group,
James, for you.
and it's the first one on. And she hasn't played a great deal with Jason. She did win a Channel Island finals over in Jersey that we played recently. She's got a little bit of time on the green with Jason. I don't know if Mike and Julie typically play together.
They played together last year. They were runner-up at this event in Warilla, so they
Fair
did
enough.
very
Okay,
well.
they've got form then. Perfect. That's a good bowl there by Julie.
And they took myself and Ali out in the semi-finals.
Well, they must be very good then.
Thank you very much.
Julie, of course, invited back to this event is the defending ladies singles champion. Scotland also have an entry from Natalie McWilliams.
So, yeah, Julie's defending champion, but she also won the Scottish singles again, and that's why she's playing with Mike as effectively number 1 Scotland, and Natalie was runner-up, so she comes as number 2.
Yeah.
Sure about the way.
Jason's played that well. First ball out, shot wood.
Okay. You'd rather play inside, you don't want to take us out, obviously, depending the ball, or you're drawing down in there and facing by and you get another in the head.
Down. Down one. Sorry.
Right, okay.
You want to take low?
To be fair, Michael's not got an easy shot there, but oh, he's got away with that one.
Just only a fraction under the line, but maximum result.
So it was an easy shot down on that backhand. Rank 5 can be a little bit sticky sometimes, so especially with the bowls they're using, I think it's fair to say that he only had a very small gap to get through, but managed to catch a couple of bowls and find the jacks, so that's the way it goes. Now holding 2 shots in the head.
Another big bowl needed from Jason.
He's got an interesting track. I'm not sure he's a fraction high, fortunately.
So 6-1 to Guernsey, but well, if he can get another 1-3 here, 6-4, that'll be an interesting last end. So as a neutral, you'd like to see him close it up.
Yeah, Scotland certainly need to take the opportunity here. Get it within 2 shots, gives them a chance. For the sets, so it's 2 sets of 7 ends we're playing here.
He's interested. Is he up? Missed opportunity there.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those, but I suppose it is the first game for them. Still getting used to the rink, so at least they're trying to take the opportunities.
They are.
As you can see from the overhead camera there, we have Jamaica against Canada on the rink next door. Canada, they've certainly got this first set in the bag, 11-1 up after 6 ends. And all the live scores are available on the World Bowls and Guernsey Bowling website via the live scores link. And there's also a static camera live stream of Rink 2, which is France against the USA. So we'll be trying to stream 2 cameras throughout the week, one with commentary and one with more of a static view for you, so that we try and cover as many countries as possible. Genie started well there with a front toucher. Rose just hasn't quite found it yet this morning. Played it very well again. Found the jack again. Brings it slightly out though. So we have 30 countries represented at this tournament, the World Bowls Indoor Championships, which is the men's and ladies singles and mixed pairs. This being one of the mixed pairs group stage games. We're then running another session of mixed pairs group stage before moving on to the men's singles and then ladies singles this evening. So we're running 7 sessions a day, so it should go through some sort of 8:30 in the morning to probably 8 o'clock at night, but we'll see how we go. It's a rolling schedule, so as soon as this ring's finished, the next ones will be on. So the timings on the various websites are provisional, but it's based on when a ring finishes, the next ones will get ready and then start their trial ends. Good bowl there by Rose, just takes the pressure off, only the one down now, and gives Jason probably the confidence to play into the head and look to move that jack if he wishes to do so. So this is the last end of the set, and Scotland need a 3 to tie the set. So, what do you think, Ian? Would you play it now? Look to remove the option of them playing Rose's bowl out for a count, or would you draw another?
Well, if Jason draws another on the forehand, if he can finish somewhere the other side of the head, just slightly away from Rose's,
Or
like
draw
that,
shot then, I suppose.
and be locked in. So another draw is sensible. Makes it really difficult for them.
Yeah, that really does make it hard for them to.
Scotland do have a little
shots.
trail for 3.
Drew.
So Mike Stepney's just got to be up to it. Ooh, nothing for short on that one. It's still on.
Yeah, the trail is still there on the forehand. I suppose Jason will play that and look to just draw into it and cover that off. If he tries it himself, he won't be too worried, I wouldn't have thought, given where we are.
Jason's he's just on the back of the rink there talking to the umpire, asking if he can come up.
Yeah, so the rules in this championship is you can only visit after your Leeds can't visit, and you can visit as a skip after your second
bowl.
Second
So
bowl.
Jason can't visit this time.
No.
And you can see he desperately wants to get up there. Walked halfway up, pacing around at the back.
Looking to cover it off on the backhand draw, perhaps. If he sits to that blue bowl,
So close to
the wrong
being
side of it.
perfect.
Mm.
So close.
He's played it. He's played it well. He's got contact with the jack. That's just run on, I think, for him. Brilliant effort, though. It's a hard shot, especially on this rink. The jack tends to trundle through a bit, so.
He couldn't afford to be short after his first two, so he was just making sure he was there and probably a foot too far. And he caught it dead clean. If he clipped it a bit more, it wouldn't have gone quite so far.
Yeah. As they say, 100% of short woods don't get you shot, so you had to be up to it.
Wise words.
It's all the putting practice on the golf green. There's no point in being short to the hole. You'll never make it there. Jason, there, solid draw to finish. And that finishes the first set. So Guernsey will have the Matt and Jack as winners of the first set. Well, unless they choose to give it away, that is.
Bruce, hang on. We won the toss and gave it away, so it's your choice.
No, because you won the last end.
It's ours.
It's yours, yeah. Stay, Jack.
It's your jack, Julie. Whoever wins the last end.
Two. Umpire.
First game, so we do have a bit of discussion as to who has the jack after the first set. There were conditions to play, but don't know how many of them. We don't know how much detail relying on the umpires that are around us. I'm fairly confident I was right. Maybe not on the choice of who gets the map, but definitely the winner of the first set as the Matt and Jack.
And that's obviously what it was, because Rose has gone first, so winner of the set.
Yeah. It's if the first set is tied, then it's winner of the previous end. That's the Matt and Jack.
The Rose.
So we're going to be here streaming all week, trying to get in as many games and sessions for you as possible. Hopefully having 2 cameras going every session, showing you as many countries as we can. So please do feel free to subscribe to the Guernsey Bowling YouTube so you get notified of when we start our streams. And we're also streaming to the World Bowls YouTube site as well, so please go and subscribe to that. That will also feature both of the commentated and static rink games.
Yeah.
So we're starting to get some of the other rinks finish their first set now. So Australia took the first set against Wales on rink 1. The USA have taken the first set against France on rink 2, which is also streamed on the other live feed that we've got for you this morning. Scotland and Falkland Islands have taken the first set against Botswana. Canada have taken the first set against Jamaica. And Japan have got the first set against South Africa. And all of those live scores and all of the group tracking and that data is available on both the World Bowls and Guernsey Bowling websites. Well, it turns out that Botswana have taken the first set against Scotland and Falkland on Rink 4. And those scores you see at the bottom of your screen there, the first set scores are now final. And we've moved on to the second set. Julie's drawn very close to the front of the jack there. Rose playing some more positional bowls for Jason. There's still room.
Come on, Ed. Gotta be close this time. Good job.
Rose is indicating that Michael's pulse there's probably is a measure there for second shot. That's a much closer draw. He's found the jack. That's a great shot. Jason certainly seems to be getting into a bit of a rhythm now. He's played a few good bowls there to draw stuff off that, you know, is inch perfect. Julie suggesting playing just under on the backhand would allow Michael to play into the blue that's there to remove Jason's red bowl. It's quite helpful this morning that Scotland are using the blue bowls, Guernsey using the red. Makes it easier for us watching. There's no requirement for the countries to use a certain colour, so there'll be plenty of different colours out on the rink. Oh, and that is a little wide. Probably can't afford to play that much weight with his next bowl, because if he does get down to his own and catch the jack back, because you've got two there behind the head. It's another good bowl. Also probably removes the requirement to, well, or the incentive to play that shot, because even if he does remove Jason's clean, it's still only one or two, rather than bringing in that other measure they were looking at.
It depends on his view of risk though, because it's not side spots, it's a tee, and he's got one on the tee. Yes, he's one down,
Yeah,
but
he could play more.
is it more likely to go sideways and out rather than back? If he splits the two reds from the backhand, that's a kill. So he's still going with weights.
Yeah, and he's close to it. Oh, he's moved it back. That was gentle. It's one shot to Scotland, so they've won the first end of the second set.
Swing or
And then when it started
start
to
swinging,
die,
you actually thought it was going to just go under.
and
Just
it just stayed
Just
there.
enough.
Yeah,
Just enough.
that was a good ball.
Keep that kind of length. Keep the shorter length.
Push butts right. I've given you a yard, you.
Yeah, you're very good. Hey,
Go for a minute.
So Scotland electing to go shorter on this one. Julie hasn't nailed it, but holding to it at the moment.
I think it's fair to say she's probably outled Rose so far, but it's the first game of the week. Just take a little bit to settle into the tournament.
Well, we all know Julie's pedigree anyway, so
Yes.
if you're leading against her, you're always up against it. Doesn't matter who you are.
Oh, you're on a tighter line.
If you manage to beat Julie, you've done very well.
Must have stretched too well. He's getting doing better. Excellent done.
Getting younger, not older.
Excellent done, Julie.
Yes, Rose.
Well, I think Rose redeemed herself with that one, drawing a very good touch in there. I do see Jason made a mark at herself though as she came down. Not atypical that he wants to get down the other end as quickly as possible. Michael's had a few of those with a little bit of help. Well, this is his, I suppose, second one this morning. But if he has the weight to do it, then why not? Looks like it's still holding one to Guernsey
Stay
there.
out. Stay out there. Okay, good try. Just short of the jack.
Just turn the sound on far end.
So you've joined us this morning for the World Bowls Indoor Championships. This is the group stage of the mixed pairs. Got Guernsey against Scotland, so Rose Osier, who's leading to Jason Greenslade, and Julie Forrest, who's leading to Michael Stepney. So three very well-known bowlers there. Julie's just told Jason to go off down back the other end where he should be.
Get that. Very good.
You're only allowed to visit off your second bowl.
Yeah, and you're talking like that wider. Yeah.
He may well learn by the end of the week on that one, but it's the first time he's done it today, so I think they'll let him off.
Just outside.
The hope is that this will be a friendly but very competitive tournament between all 30 countries that come over to the island of Guernsey for the week. Oh, that was a brilliant effort. Any touch on the back of Rose's shot would have sprung that jack to there too. More contact would sit it away. Very good effort. Oh, Jason's playing with fire there. Don't know if he's... They looked like they were about to sit down, which would have probably made it better for them, but they haven't done. Similar shot from Michael, do you think, Ian?
Yeah, definitely. any contact on the shot ball, it's now wedged in a bit further, so it doesn't matter what angle, it's going to move that jack a little bit, which will be helpful for him.
Yeah, he's played it on the forehand again.
Julie's certainly interested.
Very close to it. Oh, wrong wood.
He's literally played the same as last time. Missed the shot wood by just half an inch or so.
I thought I'd just slightly made a weight and it held it, but it just went on exactly.
Sticking with the backhand. Only a tiny gap to get through really to thread between the woods, but shot to nothing. If he catches a short bowl, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, slightly tight, do you think? Was he looking between the two blues to provide a bit of cover? Well, oh no, he's had last wood, so...
A fraction short, that's
yeah,
all.
that's... yeah.
Did you?
Why were you clapping?
Too late. Come on. I got it.
Okay, just that weight, that's all.
Half an inch gap.
So we're just running some of the scores from the other matches this morning on your bottom of your screen there. The live scoring is also available on the World Bowls and Guernsey and Bowling websites, so you can keep up to date with all of the games that are going on and how the group standings are looking later into the week. Shaping up as an interesting ahead here. Julie's slightly off, her shot bowl's slightly off centre on the jack, so it will spring to the side. We are respotting to the centre tee in this competition. So the jack would fly to the side and then go back to the centre spot, which it's currently on. That's a good ball. That provides quite a lot, as opposed to another one at the back. Definitely removes some of the pressure off the shot. It's currently 1-1 after 2 ends in the second set. Guernsey having won the first set.
What a road. What a line you put this on. Julie.
Oh, Julie's just brought the jack out there. Probably made another shot or two. Could be 2 or 3 shots to Scotland. But there is a bit more room for Jason now. So feel free to also check out the other live stream this morning, which is our static camera live stream of Rink 2. So we've got one rink with all the commentary on, and the other rink static cameras. That show we can show as many countries as possible over the course of the week.
Come on, Mike, I've got here. Yep.
Last bit. Okay, good try.
Thank you.
Michael's up this time. Nicely up to the jack. Must be 2 shots for sure.
Do you reckon that quarter of inch touch has brought the third one in?
Yeah, certainly looks like it could have. I don't think there's a lot of option for playing weight down to that. It's going to be a draw, I'd have thought, beforehand for Jason. Try and cut down.
Jason left the head and he's coming back.
I think he goes through quite a lot of sets of bowl shoes with the walking and pacing he does around the rink. But he's entitled to come and have a look and do that. Make sure he's happy with the shot before he goes and plays it.
Hold. Hold.
So Jason certainly taking his time with that shot. Wanted to be comfortable. So Mike just having a sip of water.
Yeah, this will put Scotland in front for, I think, the first time this game. I think Guernsey managed to keep their nose ahead throughout the first set. But this will put them 2 shots in front. Still early in the set. That will just be 3 ends played after this ball comes down. He's not far away again. Yeah, that's a good ball. Rose there, going to take the 3 shots out. Well, probably leaving that one for a wedge on the red ball.
Yeah, you saw Mike indicate almost at the start, don't as soon as it came down, don't touch that.
Yeah.
So the red must just be holding the red one up ever so slightly. Yeah, just indicating that they're touching.
There's wedges everywhere.
Yeah. As an umpire, that's what you got to do. Wedge, wedge, wedge. You don't want any balls to move if they're leaning.
So Julie and Michael just having a bit of discussion there about what they're going to do with the jack. Yep. Umpire's given the measure to Guernsey there, so 3 shots to Scotland. That makes the score 4-1 after 3 ends. So the World Bowls Indoor Championships invites all of the IBC member countries and World Bowls member countries to compete in the mixed pairs and, well, men's and ladies singles championships, and then those men's and ladies from each country get paired together in the mixed pairs championship. There are a few countries who have just sent one competitor though, so they've been paired with other countries to make up the pairings, so they get to play on the mixed pairs competition as well as the singles competitions. So for example, the Falkland Islands have been paired with somebody from Scotland.
No, well, it's a poor second goal of mine. Even if you go back post, yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Too late. Very good. Too late, Stuart. Come on, how about you've got now? Come on, you've got now. Come on, you've got now. Yeah, we'll play.
Julie's played another good draw there. She's been, she's a very good bowler. She's been sort of finding it with her second bowl most ends. Just kept the pressure up.
Hey, Rose. Okay. Hey, Rose.
Oh, good. Same again. Oh, good. Same again. And again, Ed. And again, Ed. I hope you do have as well.
So we're all over in the island of Guernsey, so 30 countries have been arriving over the last week or so. First person from Japan arrived last Sunday, has enjoyed a few days in the island.
No chance, Rose.
And then we've had a sort of steady flow of countries coming in.
Yes, Ed.
And opening ceremony and things last night, and we've started play at 8:30 this morning, so play will start at 8:30 every day.
Yes, Rose.
For the week it will be for the mixed pairs in the morning, and then it will go on to either men's or ladies singles in the afternoon and evening.
Okay.
So you've got 7 sessions a day, 2 rigs being streamed, so plenty of bowls for everyone to watch, plenty of countries should get some coverage.
And again, just drop in the middle. And again, just drop in the middle. Line is good.
So it should be an interesting day for Jason. He's got well, he's playing against Michael Stepney in the pairs now, and then in a few hours' time he'll play Michael Stepney in the men's singles group as well. So twice in one day.
Well played, Ez. There we go. Well played, Ez. There we go. Not bad.
He's cut down there, just the one shot at the moment to Scotland.
Second shot in. Okay.
Still plenty of room in the head.
Come on, Mike, up. 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 Well done. Last one is a shot.
Have a good look there, Ez.
Jason just wanted to know how much room he had there.
Yeah, coming close. Yeah, coming close.
Seems to like it. He's still watching it. Very close to drawing shot there. There's a brilliant bowl.
That first way, even if you get the ball slotted, you get a wee clip of the jump as well. Even if I come down and turn my own one. Supposed to.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Having a run there, looking to remove the shot bowl to make a 3, and he's done so. He played that with confidence.
Cracking bowl by Mike there. Certainly puts Jason under pressure.
Yeah, 3 at this stage, or well, yes, the 3 at this stage would make it 7-1. So he needs to repeat the shot he just played. Draw it in. Rest of the now shot wood.
Jason is going to have a chat to the person on the next rink there.
Yeah, he did. I think he made the Canadian jump almost. Oh, he's just a touch tight on that one. He had to wait for it as well. Assuming that was a 2, but no, it was a 3.
Okay.
So a quick pep talk from Jason there, I think. Rose.
Yeah, so 7-1 after 4 ends, 3 ends to play, 6 shots to score, so they could do with a decent count.
Scotland sticking with the longer one.
Running this time. Running this time. Start on the tee. Start on the tee.
Yeah, Rose hasn't quite found her groove yet this morning.
Like a line.
Julie's certainly getting there.
Drop now.
Very used to changing between rinks though, I'd have thought, so not surprising that she's able to play so well. Makes it an easier morning for Mike.
And that's in tight, that's big end this.
a better bowl, cuts it down.
Come on.
Mike's just coming back to the head for another little look. Jason's disappeared for a comfort break, I think. He's back out. As soon as the two skips should walk back at the same time, he's possibly just waiting for him.
To be fair, he's making his way up the side of the green by the looks of it, as opposed to walking through the head.
See him trotting up.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, you're on a couple.
Solid bowl by Michael there, back toucher. If they can just keep plugging away, the shots will mount up. They need to win the second set to go to the tie break, so it's 2 sets of 7 ends and then a 1 end tie break.
Come on, hard that line.
And Mike's there again. Something disturbed Jason there, stepped off the mat, stepped away, back on.
This is a closer try. Should get down to something. Just play the jack clean. Drawn shotward. That does give Scotland an interesting conundrum there. You can see where Mike's indicating with his foot. If Julie were to, if Mike were to get to Jason's red bowl there and spring the jack, got a chance of 2 or 3, do you think, because Jason's bowl's going to come forward?
It might be 2 or 3. It will give Jason room, but if he gets it, puts the pressure on Jason, and the worst that can happen for Mike. Probably Jason will try and draw it afterwards and pick up 1, so he's not really lost anything. You know, Jason would have to sort of take a big chance to.
It'd be hard to make another shot out of that, wouldn't it, for Jason?
A big chance to run the jack, yeah. So any movement from Mike does make it difficult.
So if you are watching from Guernsey, why don't you come down and join us at the Guernsey No Bowls Club? Free entry, plenty of seating. Oh, Michael, very close there, decided to play out on the backhand. Well, maybe Jason will try the draw now that that outside wood's there. He can sit on that and look to make another. Probably need it at this stage. They've got 6 shots to get in 3 ends, so 2 each end.
Draw weight, it's fairly low risk.
Yes, yeah. Good effort. Just need to sneak past that ball. But one shot to Guernsey. Makes the score 7-2 after 5 ends. My guess is Rose will look to change the length and hope that she's then able to find it.
We'll see if Jason gives her a target to go for. Will he stop?
Yes. So yeah, as we guessed, Jason and Rose did change the length there, played it much shorter. And Rose has found it, which is very good for them. They need to get some shots here. Julie's responded very well as well.
Hurry, hurry. Turn it.
Another good bowl from Rose. They obviously both like this length. She just started playing it earlier in the game. Just pop the live scores up there for you. All the live scoring across all the rinks is also available on the World Bowls and Guernsey Indoor Bowling website.
Perfect weight from Julie. Ever so slightly tight, but useful bowl.
Rose is looking a little quick there. Plays it away.
Where it was always a bit more gettable for Scotland, playing exactly what Rose played. So although in one sense it's disappointing to move it away from your own, it probably made it slightly more difficult for Scotland to get in.
Yeah, and I suppose they need a decent count of shots, but they can do that with Jason's bowls.
Not wasted. Okay, 2 down, Ez. Need a good one.
Try to make that camera very slightly now.
Road's good. All on your weight now. Good. All on your weight now. Weight looks handy. Weight looks handy. Come on, Ez, run hard. Come on, Ez, run hard. A little bit further. Come on. Come on.
Jason's that through.
Lucky.
There's another shot thing. There's another shot thing.
So the stadium's started to fill up, which is nice. Plenty of people coming down to watch the bowls this morning. It's now got to a more sensible hour for a Sunday morning. We do start at 8:30 every day, so you know, bowls in your breakfast, why not?
Lucky mate, you just came up the start.
To be honest, here there's upstairs for the bar, snooker, and viewing gallery, and a lot of people do go up for that. So there'll be a lot more people upstairs than there is downstairs.
Yeah, I think to be fair, it's a better view up there than it is on the side of the rink probably, which is why the viewing area is there.
Is it going to now? Starting to get the shot nicely now.
I think Jason's probably drawn that in. Guernsey could take a 3 here. That certainly improves their position quite a lot going into the last end of the set.
So almost opposite the first set, where I said for that one, if Scotland could take a score, it would be good for the neutral. For this one, if Guernsey take a little score, it would be good for the neutral to tighten up that last end, make it all to play for. One wood each for the skips.
That's a very good draw. Brings another one in. Three or four shots, depending on the angle here. It's a very short jack, so we're not quite over the head with the camera, but as Julie's saying, it's probably only option is a draw on the forehand to draw it in and cut down. With the front stuff that was the jack's original position, it makes it difficult to play any sort of weight into it. I'm typically wrong, and he's played the backhand. There's a risk he gets wrecked on the back of the woods, though. He's cut it down, maybe.
Might have cut it down. The backhand just had a wood,
Yeah.
a few woods, a couple of woods wide, sort of 6 inches, just tighten down his target to get in.
Two shots there, so it's 7-4 to Scotland going into the last end. So Guernsey need to pick up a 3 to draw the set and win the match. Scotland mustn't drop a 3. If each country wins a set, it then goes to a one-end tie-break to decide the match.
So similar place for Jason.
I know she knows.
He's asking where the mat is. This could be a little short, potentially.
It's a matter.
Yeah, it's going back. So the jack didn't meet the required 23 metres in length. So that's been returned for Scotland to place the jack. I suspect they might go a little longer than Rose was planning to go. So there's plenty of action in the other group matches that are going on this morning, so you can follow all the live scoring via the World Bowls or Guernsey and Bowling website. For example, Rink 1, which is Australia against Wales, is currently in a tie-break. Looks like Wales are potentially holding their head, so that's certainly got interesting. And this Guernsey versus Scotland game might also be headed towards a tie-break. unless Guernsey could pick up 3 shots and draw the set at this point.
Come on, Rosie.
Team line's
When you
perfect.
get to that fold, it's good. You don't want to go into that. Okay. Jack level ball.
Line looks good. Give me a foot, you're good. Julie. Hurry. Hurry, Julie.
It's a bit more room in the head this end, which is good for Jason. Guernsey currently holding 2. They need to make 3 here.
Two to tie will take it. They took the first set, so
They must have scored 3 last time then. I'm sure the board only went up to 4, but there we go.
they did put 4 to start with, so it was 3.
Right, okay.
They've
Well,
changed that.
I did think it was a very quick shot decision for Rose. Tends to like to get the measure out if she's at all unsure. So most ends she'll get the measure out, but they seem to kick the balls through very quickly. And then only indicated 2, so I was quite surprised. But 3 makes a lot more sense with the way that she acted. Holding 2 at the moment, I think. Or certainly close for it. Certainly top opponents and top match though on this rink this morning, having Jason Greenslade, Julie Forrest and Michael Stepney is quite a line-up for our first match this week. And then Jason plays Michael again this afternoon in the men's singles group stages. I believe that's streamed on our static camera.
That will be on the secondary stream, yes?
Yep.
That's all right.
So Michael's bowl's just cut out the backward there of, I think, Rose's. So it's probably only the one now.
Okay.
And it looks like on rink 1, Australia have taken the tie-break end of the match to win that contest. And Michael's just drawn a brilliant shot in there, so that's given Jason a bit of a headache to try and make 2 out of that head. I suppose he's got the option of, well, it doesn't swing particularly well on 5 to get around those front bowls and down to the blue to send the jack through to there too. I suppose that's one option.
Yeah. Wouldn't get around with enough weight.
No.
He would get around with enough to move the blue a bit, but I don't think to go that far.
No, maybe turn it a couple of times, but not send the jack through to where he needs it to be. Depends how the bowls are lined up as to whether playing the forehand straight through the middle would send the jack through. Jack's respotted to the tee, which is in the centre of the rink, as opposed to using the side spots. He has played it with some weight. Is he getting down from there? No. Looks like we're headed to a tie-break end then. And I believe the whoever gets them out on the tie-break is decided by a toss of a coin.
So might play the draw under pressure to get them shot and help their position. Free draw, he's managed to take advantage of that. They haven't indicated how many, but we know Scotland have got the set. I'm sure they'll tell us in a minute, and when we know, we'll let you know.
Yep, we're just trying to watch the coin toss out the window to see who's going to be starting this tie-break end.
I think there might be a comfort break from somebody else this time.
Ring 2, which is our static camera feed, it also appears to be quite a close match-up between France and America. America won the first set, and France are currently up 7-6 in the second. And we've just popped for you there on the screen the side camera view, which shows you that we do have quite a few spectators in along the back and along the balcony, overlooking the rings. Also nice to see all the flags up. Certainly added some colour to the stadium, all 30 flags from all the countries that have come over to Guernsey for the championships.
So the players are just milling around the back of the green, so they're coming back.
Looks like Guernsey won the toss, do you think? So they gave the mat away?
Often, very often, it's the you give the mat away on the tie break.
Either way, Scotland have the mat and are starting the tie-break end. So.
Correct. Me personally, I always give it away. The main person I know who will occasionally keep hold of it is Ali Marion, but that's if she's played a specific length very well. So yeah, she's won a title or two, so if she can do it, I think it's a valid tactic if you want to.
Lovely row. Lovely row. Wait, left skin.
Yes, and then just wait for that. Yes, Rose. Yes, Rose. Nice and fat. Yes, Rose. Nice and fat.
Like that now. More wider. Like that now. More wider. Get off there. Just going to be on the high side, I think. Up yet then. Run as far as you can. Up yet then. Run as far as you can. Only a yard past, 4 feet. Only a yard past, 4 feet.
Okay, up to you. You want to go there? Left
So Rose has found that jack length well with her first bowl.
Sorry?
She's slightly wayward for the first part of this end. Just the one end tie break here, so the winner of this end will win the match, which goes towards the group standings and group points, and the winners of those groups will then progress through to the knockout stages of the competition.
Very short.
She chucked it. You chucked it. Go on, Julie. Honey, go on, Julie. Honey.
Michael's more interested.
Honey, Julie.
Seems to like it.
Honey, Julie. Honey, get up here. Well played.
That's a brilliant shot ball under some pressure there.
A nice yard away, Dot two. On yours.
Jason suggesting playing a yard, making some contact with either of Rose's bowls or the shot bowl of Julie's on the forehand.
Drop Rose. Drop Rose. Drop Rose.
Rose has played it. She likes this sort of shot. She's played it well. Gives Jason some more position behind the head now, which is useful.
That's why he was asking for it. Anything up even if you miss, you give yourself a chance. Stayed on well. They've currently got the tee. I know it'll be a bit away from the tee, but that is the closest to the tee. So it's just means Scotland have got to work a bit harder now. Jason's still got to actually get it.
There's quite a few rings that have gone to tie-break, interestingly. Botswana, Scotland, the Falkland Islands have, as have Japan against South Africa. Jason's having a look. Certainly close to that blue bowl. Played it away well. I don't know if that blue one behind is sat for shot or if it's Rose's in front. Julie says it's a measure as well, so it's quite tight.
If they can't tell from there, what chance do we have from here?
Again, I'm knocking everything in. Again, I'm knocking everything in. I said we are one down with that one. That's true.
Not sure if Rose was saying she thinks that one's shot or if she's just given a distance for that bowl.
10 inches.
She had a wander around but didn't seem to say it was a measure.
All on the weight now, Jason. Giving it the line for it. It's just through.
Oh,
And sitting that bowl down might change it as well. Or sitting the bowl up, I suppose.
yeah, just pushed that bowl very slightly closer to the jack. Quarter inch, half inch.
Hard, a bit more. Bit more. I'll play
And
it
that's a
now.
very good draw by Michael. That does make it difficult. I mean, Jason's drawn that sort of shot off before, but it's his last bowl of the tie-break end. There's quite a lot of pressure on that. Something he has to make. We have, well, Guernsey has the back bowl there. So whether he can get round the shortwood on the backhand and look to play it through, or even on the forehand, he's got a chance of coming in off Rose's red bowl that's there.
He's got a bigger target on the forehand. It's a percentage shot.
Yeah.
What do you get round the
Looks
short
like he's
one?
under that. There we go. A win for Scotland there.
Good game. Good game. Close. Done. Okay. Good game.
Great game, great match-up between all four of them though. Guernsey winning the first set, Scotland coming back, getting ahead and winning the second set before taking on the tie-break. So our next game for you today will start very shortly. It's a rolling schedule, so we'll be back. Yep, so we'll be back shortly with another mixed pairs group stage match, which is the Isle of Man against Switzerland. So we will see you shortly. We hope you've enjoyed this first stream of the championships, with many, many more to come.